It's day 172 of our inventory transformation. I set up my trading stand and I put this neon urchin in, and this is our first offer for this neon urchin, but this person actually traded me and said, do you have a mouse that I can have for free? I usually don't like it when people ask me for like free pets and stuff like that, but I feel like when someone's like pretty specific about what they want and this mouse isn't worth like anything, I feel like, you know what? At least they're actually trying to like grow their inventory and make a neon so they can have this mouse for free. This looks like an okay server. We're going to try it out for just a little bit, but we might have to switch servers. Next, I had this person offer for my neon urchin. They put in this woodpecker, this blue butterfly, and a poodle, and none of these is worth like that much, and this that we already have is already a neon. So yeah, I'm not interested in taking this offer. Then this is that same exact person. They put in the same pets, I guess to see if we had an offer for them. So I just added in like a couple of pets that I wouldn't mind like offering for this, I guess. That poodle is full grown, so we could always make a neon, but I don't really care if this trade goes through or not, but sometimes people just like to trade. Then we got all the way to the end of the trade and this person actually declined at the last minute. Then I had this person offer for my unfinished house and I just didn't want to accept this offer. Then I had this person offer for my house and they offered me this ride ginger cat and I just didn't want to accept that for my house, so I told them no thank you, and then they started adding in like a lot of other pets. They added in this ride moonbeam butterfly, which honestly guys, I might have even thought about trading this house just for that because it's a legendary and I really like that pet. And then they offered this fly ride king bee, and then they put in a trading stand, and then they just kind of kept going with like more and more pets, and I would definitely have accepted this for this house, mostly because I haven't really spent that much time on it, and so we were just out really like the bucks that we used. But I guess they were just trolling me because I didn't want to accept that ride ginger cat for this house. Then I had this person trade me. They put in this mega hop bop and this mega camel. Neither one of those is like my favorite, but I mean, I'll take a mega. Like I'll try to trade for one or try to offer. They didn't really say anything. I started adding in some legendaries that aren't like the best legendaries, but they're okay. But when I was adding in my pets, they declined the trade. And I feel like all I've done is get like pretty crummy trades, and I probably should have just switched servers now, or this is about the time that I just log off because I'm like, yeah, seriously, I can't handle this for too much longer. But I didn't, and then I had that same person that was offering for my house, that ginger cat from earlier. They traded me, and then they just put some pets in. They put in that same ride ginger cat, that fly ride king bee, and then this ride moonbeam butterfly. And then they just asked me if I had an offer. And then I said, like, what are you looking for? And while I was waiting for them to like answer, I put in this golden unicorn, and then I put in this influencer gibbon. Some people really like those. And all they said to what are you looking for was offer, please. And it seems like they really didn't like my offer because they said no thanks and they declined the trade. Then I had this person trade me and they put in this ride lamb, and I would love to have that ride lamb. And then they asked me if I had like a ride pet or something like that. So I decided to put in a ride potion because I was like, you know, I don't really have that many ride pets, and just see if they would take the offer. And then they said that they wanted to offer for my Neon Kai Jr. Then they added in like a couple other pets that I really didn't care about. It really didn't make that much difference to me, but I really did want that ride lamb. And if you put this into elf bread, it's like a pretty fair trade, which is kind of surprising to me because it seems like I'm over, but I'm not. Or if I am, it's just by a little bit. And I feel like this ride lamb is one of those pets that people like really like to offer for. They really like this pet. And it's also like a really good like add-on for like trades that we do, especially for like higher tier pets. Then they said that they were going to go check values, and then they came back and we did the trade. So we got that ride lamb. And then I had this person offer for my golden unicorn, and yeah, no thank you. Then I got another offer for my house. Remember, it's unfinished. They added in this ride Cerberus and then this neon ride Peptune. You guys know I'm trying to make a mega Peptune, and I definitely would have traded it for that. And I was really excited about their offer, and then they kept adding and adding, and I was getting more excited. And then I'm like, there is no way that this person is actually going to do this like trade. They are just trolling me, and I have no idea why. And usually I'll say something to somebody like, oh, you have the best pets, or just something like really nice. But for some reason I didn't say that to this person. I just accepted the trade, and of course they declined. Then I had this person trade me and asked me if I was trading my mini pig. So I put the mini pig into the trade window and then I went to check out their profile. It looks like they have some really good pets, like really good pets that I would definitely take for this mini pig. So hopefully their offer is awesome. They did add in some cute pets, but honestly, this mini pig is worth so much more than this, and that's exactly what I told them. But I don't think that they wanted to hear it because they just kept adding stuff that wasn't really that valuable. I mean, it was worth something, but not near as much as this mini pig. And then they just kept asking like this question mark, and then they declined the trade. And here's a look at my inventory so far. I'm really trying to show you guys a look at my inventory every time, or every video at least once, and I keep forgetting to show you like the vehicles that I have, but remember I have like 3 or 4 like ride potions, and then I have 2 fly potions as well. Then I had this person trade me and they asked me what I wanted for that bush elephant. I never really know what to say other than like I just like cute pets, and of course I want something like a fair value at least. So I went out to check out their profile. Their first page had a lot of words, and they have put a lot of effort into this profile, but it does look like they have some cute pets, but I don't really know what to ask for this bush elephant. And I really didn't think I was going to trade this bush elephant. Like, I don't know why, but I just didn't. It's not that it's like my favorite pet. I mean, I do really like it, but they put in this groundhog and I just think it's so cute. I mean, it's not my favorite either. I mean, I like both of them. And then they added these pup tunes and this lovebird, which honestly, guys, those aren't worth like that much, but this was a very fair offer, like a really good offer for this bush elephant. It was just fair. And I would love for you to comment down below and tell me if you would have done this trade or not, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to accept it. And I think it was probably easier to trade this bush elephant because I have some of these on my main account. And so I'm not sure if I actually have a groundhog on my main account though. But again, I would love to hear from you guys and see if you would have done this trade or not. And after that trade, I just wanted to check and see like how many more lovebirds I need so I can make my mega. And it looks like I just need 1 more lovebird and I'll have enough so I can make a mega. Next, I had this person trade me and asked me if they could offer for my chicken and my rose petal carriage. And I will definitely trade both of those things away for a good offer. So then I went out to check out their profile, and honestly, they have like a parrot, but other than that, I really didn't see anything that I like really wanted or had to have or anything like that. And I really didn't know like what to ask for. Honestly, there was just nothing that I was like, I really want that. And when I went back to the trade window, they had put the sweetheart rat in, which I do want, but it's not worth like hardly anything. And when they asked me like what I wanted, I'm like, I don't know. And then they put in this neon fennec box, which is way like just, I don't know, not good for this, I guess. And then they added in this ladybug and I was just like, yeah, this is not a trade I want to do. Then I saw someone that had this fly ride mini pig in their trading stand. You guys know I don't like love the mini pig, but I realized that it has like really high value and people really like it. So I wanted to try to offer for it. I offered this diamond fly ride hamster. Then I added a chicken and that ride lamb that we got. Then I offered my neon snowy mammoth. And then I offered that mega snorkel that I have and the neon blue butterfly. And I don't know if the value of this mini pig is just going up and up and up, and maybe the value of some of these other things is going down, but I felt like it was a really good offer. But now when I put it in, I'm like, I was under. But this person wasn't interested in taking this offer anyways, but I just thought I would try, so. Then I had this person trade me and ask me what I wanted for my mini pig. Then they asked like legendaries or neons, and I'm like, yes and yes. I mean, I really don't have something specific in mind that I want for this mini pig. I just want like a good offer, like with cute pets. So they said that they would show me some stuff, and so they started adding in like a bunch of pets. And it wasn't that there was anything wrong with their offer. I just guessed that I wanted like, I don't know, something different. I'm not really sure. I think it's because the mini pig has like a really high demand, like everybody wants it. And I really felt like all the pets that they added in, like none of them has like super high demand. I mean, some of them are really cute. Like I do like the winged horse and the cuddly candle, and eventually they added in like a swan, and I think that's really cute. But this mini pig has such a high value, and I just knew that I could get a better offer. And then when I told them no thank you, they said that they could add like the neon king bee with some of them. So I'm guessing that they weren't even like willing to trade all of these pets. And the king bee is okay, but it's not really one of those pets that I'm like looking for, I guess. So I just told them, sorry, you have great pets, but I'm just looking for something different. Or no thank you. Then I had this person trade me and they asked me if they could offer for my Aurora Fox. You guys know I love that Aurora Fox, so it's gonna have to be something good. And at first they added in this chameleon. You guys know I love the chameleon, but the value just isn't there to offer for this Aurora Fox. I mean, I guess it was an okay start. And then they said, is this okay? They are both legendary. And I just said, I love the chameleon, but the value of the Aurora Fox is just a lot higher. And then again, they said they're both legendary. And guys, they are both legendary. And I'm sure that when AdoptMe started, this is exactly how people traded, like legendary for legendary. And it's not really my fault that values have changed and like gone up on some pets and not for others. And I'm guessing that this person is like pretty new if they don't understand that yet. So then they just added in some other pets like the blossom snake. You guys know I like that. And then some snorgels. And I was just like, yeah, this trade is not going to go through. Then I had this person trade me and they were interested in our diamond hamsters. They asked me if these pets would be okay for them. One is this neon guardian lion, which doesn't have like great value. It's probably like a mid-legendary, but guys, I absolutely love this pet. In fact, one of my goals on my main is to get a mega because I just think it's really cool, but it's probably not like a really easy like pet to trade. And also, I feel the same way about this dragonfly. It's not a very easy pet to trade, but I would love to have a mega because I think they're pretty cool. But for these diamond unicorns, or I mean these diamond hamsters, I just wasn't interested. So then I just asked them like, what else do you have? So then I went out to check out their profile to see if there were any pets that I really wanted. They do have some cute pets and they've done some really good trades, like really good trades, like with really good pets. But again, I'm not really sure like how much they want these diamond hamsters and what I should ask for them. And when I went back to the trade, they had actually added in this neon ride rosy maple moth and this neon fly ride koala and a ride potion. But here's the thing, those two pets, like I know it's like 4 rosy maple moths and 4 koala bears. If I really wanted them, I can make them and they're pretty easy to come by. So I just said like, I do like those pets, but I mean, I don't really know what the demand is on these diamond hamsters. I think they're really cute, and if I don't get an offer for them, I'm definitely going to try to get 2 more and try to make a neon. So at this time, I was definitely not sold on this trade. I was definitely going to keep these diamond hamsters. But guys, everything turned around. But before that, I asked them, do you possibly have a candy floss chick? Oh, I would love to have another candy floss chick. I went out and checked out their profile again, and when I came back, they had added this Sakura spirit and this neon wolverine. So then I asked them about their pig because remember, I'm trying to get another pig. They said, I have a pig. Those are my pets, like on my second page. So I went back to their second page to check it out. And I flipped through everything and I did not see a pig. But I did see a lion cub and a field mouse. And when I went back to the trade, they had added this unicorn, which I really like the unicorns, but guys, I still didn't want to do this trade. So I asked them if they would do the lion cub and the field mouse. And then I said that I would add a ride potion. Then they asked me if I had a change for my ride potion. And then they asked me if I would do my neon warthog. Guys, I think that thing is so cute. But I will definitely trade it because we can always get another one. And I am absolutely so happy with this trade, guys. We got a lion cub and we got a field mouse. And I would love for you guys to comment down below and tell me if you would have done this trade or not. Next, I had this person trade me and they wanted to see if I had an offer for this ride fairy bat dragon. You guys know I love those. So then I just asked them if they saw anything in my profile that they might want for it. But while I waited, I went ahead and added in some pets. I added in that albino monkey, or albino gorilla, I mean the ride one. And all they really said was like, I don't know what you can add, but your pets are all cute. This albino gorilla has like a pretty good like value, I guess. And for some reason, this fairy bat dragon, like the value has gone down like a lot. So then I added in like this ride lamb, and then I added in that neon snowy mammoth that I made because I think it's really cute. And I don't know, this probably was like not a good offer. I'm not really sure. I mean, values wise, it was fine. Actually, I just looked up that fairy bat dragon and the value of it has shot back up again. Guys, it had gone down and now it has gone up again. So my offer at this point was like under by about like 1.5 or something like that. Or I mean, after I had added that neon snowy mammoth. And in my defense, this person totally could have gone out to my profile and picked the pets that they wanted me to offer for it, but they didn't. And they were like, and then they just declined the trade. Next, I had this person trade me and they asked me if my hamster was for trade. And I know it seems like their offer was like amazing, but they were actually under by quite a bit. And I know it was like their 2 megas to my 1 mega, but seriously guys, they were under by like 6 points on Elfbred. And I really like their megas. You guys know I love that nebula snake. And then again, I love all the butterflies, but I just told them no thank you. Next, I got this party invitation and I was like, we're gonna go check out this pastel pink house. And this house definitely did not disappoint. It is one of the cutest houses, and it's actually like the tiny home, so it's really small, so it'd be really easy to decorate, and I kind of want to try to decorate a house like almost just like this. Can I take inspiration like that? Like just like I think I'm going to try to reproduce this house. I love the colors because it's still like pink. You guys know I love pink, but it's still like pretty muted. There's a lot of like gold. I really like gold, or maybe it's just like a really pale brown. I just think they did such a good job decorating this house. I think it's so cute. And it's funny to me because right now I'm decorating this house like on this account, and it's kind of like a beach theme, I guess, like more of like an outdoor theme. But this house has me wanting to like switch gears and like do like a totally different house. I don't really have an offer for them because I just want to like decorate houses and trade them. I don't necessarily want to like trade 4 houses, but I'm just loving this. I think they did such a good job. So while I was checking out this house, I actually had this person trade me, and they asked me what I wanted for my mini pig and the Aurora fox. So then they asked me like what I wanted for it, and I'm like, I don't know. And then they were like, can you go out to my profile and see if you like anything? And I looked all through their profile, like all the pages, and I really didn't see anything that I really wanted for this mini pig especially. I don't know, I mean, they have cute pets, but nothing I'm really like super excited about. So when I went back to the trade, they had actually added in this ride potion, which was like super under. And then I just said like, I really don't see anything. So then they asked if I would do the winter doe for the sweetheart rat, or my winter doe for their sweetheart rat. And yes, I will definitely trade this winter doe for their sweetheart rat. I don't know how many more we need, but yes. So after that trade, I just want to check and see how many more sweetheart rats I need to be able to make my mega, and it looks like I need 3 more. Then I finished aging up another pup tune, so now I'm able to make a neon. And you guys see I have this cold cube out, and that's because from Daphne Designs, Daphne is actually working on the cold cubes, and I actually took her pet to age it up while she was decorating for a little bit. I told you guys that anytime I'm grinding on one of my accounts, I always have at least one other account that I'm grinding on as well. And if I can have both of them like join a family, then it makes it a lot easier because we get a lot more bucks that way. So this is only going to make the second pup tune or neon pup tune that we have. So we still have 2 more neon pup tunes to make after this before we can make our mega. And the pup tunes are just so cute anyways, and they're so cute as neons, and I can't wait to have a mega one. And right after I got done making that neon pup tune, I actually got this trade from my trading stand. So they offered me this panda for this neon urchin, which is actually a really cute pet, but I'm not sure. I feel like we could get it for something like a lot like less valuable. Not that this neon urchin is like worth a lot, but I just feel like we could get it for like another ultra rare, and we wouldn't have to get rid of this neon if we actually wanted another panda. And then these other pets are just kind of random. And I told them that I like the panda, but I asked them if they could change out the other pets, and they did change them out. But I was just kind of looking for like the panda and maybe like one other like really cute pet, but they didn't really add one. So then I went out to check out their profile just so I could see like maybe there was one that I could tell them like, hey, could you do the panda and this pet or something like that. And then I saw that they had a capybara, so I wanted to ask them like if they would be willing to trade it or what they wanted for it. And then I kind of just went back and forth with this person, like added another neon, and they added some other pets, but they never actually added the capybara. They never said like what they wanted for the capybara. They never said that they didn't want to trade the capybara. And then eventually they actually added in the capybara, and I already had 2 neons in there, and they were like, can you add 2 neons? And I'm like, no. And I was like, I'm already over with this offer. And then they were like, 1 neon? And I was like, no. And then eventually they like accepted the trade. So I accepted the trade, but then they declined in the end. Then this is so funny to me. I had this person offer this neon zeopod for this neon urchin. It probably was like a really fair offer, but I just rather have the urchin. So I just told them like, no, thank you. And then they took out this neon zeopod and they put in this unicorn. And I'm like, I'll definitely accept that. So I did. And then they were like, no, thank you. And it's just so funny to me that like some people just have to be the last person to say no. I'm not sure why. And when I say no thank you, like I don't mean to be rude at all. In fact, I feel like it's nicer than just declining the trade like altogether. But then I had this person trade me and ask if they could offer for my Ghost Pirate Capuchin Monkey. They added in this Fly Ride Frost Fury, which I do really like those. But honestly guys, I absolutely love this Ghost Pirate Capuchin Monkey. I don't know why, but I just love it. I mean, value says that this Frost Fury is less than half of what this Ghost Pirate Capuchin Monkey is, and I don't know. I mean, I don't have like a trading website. It's probably like an okay offer. It's not like a really good offer. But in the end, I just told them no thank you. Then I had this person trade me and asked me if they could offer for my mega hamster, and they definitely can try. Remember, I made this thing because I wanted to be able to offer for something like really big. And guys, then they put in this mega ride punk pony. And if you follow a bunch of my videos, you know this is one of my favorite pets in the game, like of all time, this punk pony, this mega punk pony. But it is just super under for this mega hamster, and I can always make a mega punk pony if I want to. So again, I told them no thank you. Then I had this person offer me this water moon bear for this neon urchin, and I just didn't want to accept that. Then I had this person offer for my neon urchin, and they offered me all these gibbons, and guys, I just don't really care too much about the gibbons. And that's the end of day 174. Bye guys, until next time.